The place, Asgard, home of the Norse gods. The time, the present. The man, Loki, god of evil. A prisoner on the dreaded Isle of Silence, plotting awesome revenge against his mighty enemy Thor, the mighty thunder god.
It is because of the accursed Thor that I am exiled to this barren isle, ordered to remain here by Odin, king of the gods. But though my body may be imprisoned, none can stop my magic powers from roaming the universe in search of revenge. By means of thought projection, I shall send my disembodied self past the Rainbow Bridge down to Earth. There I shall find some way to make Thor come back to Asgard, where I can battle him again and defeat him forever. There he is, in his human identity as Dr. Don Blake, lame, mild-mannered treater of the sick and injured.
Slumdog, I feel lots better now.
Hit a few homers in today's game for me, Bobby.
Bah! Defeating Don Blake means nothing to me. It would be a hollow victory. Only by conquering him as Thor will my revenge be complete. But it will require a fearful menace to make the dull doctor become the mighty thunder god. I must scan Earth till I find such a menace.
After long hours of supernatural observation, Loki finds
a huge human figure flying through the air. How is it possible? No, he is not flying. He is covering the area in fantastic, powerful leaps. Now I see. It is the Incredible Hulk. Although there is no evil in his heart, mankind fears him because of his awesome strength. He shall be the perfect foil for me. But what diabolical scheme shall I employ? Ah, I have it. That railroad trestle. All I need do is project a mental image upon the tracks where the Hulk will see it. There, it is done. The witless mortal will think he sees a real bundle of TNT, about to destroy the trestle just as the train is approaching. Perfect! He sees it. And now, not dreaming it is only a non-existent image, he leaps down to snuff it out before it can explode. But there is no TNT, and so, reaching for something that is not there, he miscalculates the force of his plunge, crashing into the trestle and shattering it.
Charlie, stop the train! Something smashed the trestle up ahead. We'll crash!
Impossible. We're going too fast. We'll never stop in time. Ha! It worked just as I planned. When the train crashes, the Hulk will be blamed. He will become the most wanted man on Earth. Dr. Blake is certain to become Thor to join the hunt, little dreaming that it is just what Loki wants. But wait, why is the Hulk carrying that huge boulder? He has placed it under the tracks, is using it as a support to stand on. The fool! What good will that do? The train is almost upon him.
Look! That head shutting through the tracks!
It's the Hulk. He did this. He's trying to kill us all. I can't stop in time.
but using the almost limitless strength of his incredible body, the Hulk bends below the tracks, supporting them with his massive back as the train passes safely by. But then...
All safe. Can't hold any longer.
He saved the train, but only I know that. The humans will still think he tried to slay them. The hunt will be on, and Thor will live again. All because of Loki, the master schemer.
Hours later, as Loki predicted...
Better lock your doors, boys. The Hulk's on the rampage again.
A lot of good luck and a door will do against that gorilla.
Then, the one living being who knows the truth about the Hulk reads the report in amazement.
It can't be. He'd never do a thing like that, no matter what. Or would he?
Within minutes, Rick Jones summons members of his newly formed Teen Brigade. a group of youthful radio ham enthusiasts.
If the Hulk is innocent, he needs help fast. And if he's guilty, it'll take more than the army to stop him. We've got to contact someone with equal powers, like the Fantastic Four. Don't just sit there, fella. Start sending. Use the FF special wavelength. Tell him to contact me pronto, before any innocent jokers get hurt real bad.
You heard the man, Willie. Now move.
And so, seconds later, a frantic message is beamed from the headquarters of the Teen Brigade in the Southwest, halfway across the country towards New York.
Calling the Fantastic Four. Condition red. Contact Teen Brigade. Hulk must be found. Do you read me?
But the sinister god of evil has other plans.
The Fantastic Four will ruin everything. It is Thor I want. No one else. I must take instant action. There. I have used my mental powers to jam the radio waves, diverting them to a different wavelength, one which I know Don Blake is listening to.
And in the quiet study of Dr. Blake,
Contact Teen Brigade. Hulk must be found. Do you read us?
Strange. Sounds like a call for Thor. The Teen Brigade. They're located in the Southwest. If this concerns the Hulk, it must be serious. And so the time has come for Dr. Don Blake to strike his enchanted cane once upon the floor, casting off his mortal guise and becoming the mighty Thor, God of Thunder.
but unsuspected by Loki, others have also heard the radio message and thought it was beamed to them. Among them are the astonishing Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wait for me, Ant-Man.
I thought you weren't coming, Jan. I can't see why you have to stop and powder your nose every time we have a mission.
Henry Pym, you're beginning to sound like a stuffy old bachelor again.
And I intend to remain that way. Now see if you can't be quiet long enough for me to activate the double catapult.
But why do I have to use your silly flying ant relays? I happen to have my own wings.
But we've got 1,000 miles to cover, Jan, and I don't want you exhausted when we get there.
And still another pair of ears have intercepted the urgent broadcast. The ears of Anthony Stark, millionaire industrialist and playboy, better known to the unsuspecting world as Iron Man.
Lucky I was tuned into the right frequency. Things have been too dull around here lately. I've always wondered whether the Hulk really existed and whether Iron Man's strength was a match for him. Looks as though I'll get a chance to find out sooner than I thought. I'll propel myself for most of the trip by solar battery. It's slower than my transistors, but it lasts longer, and I've got a long way to go.
Then, after a few hours of cross-country flying,
Almost there. Now to switch to my transistors before I lull myself to sleep up here. Ah, this is more like it.
meanwhile, in the main club room of the Teen Brigade, a feeling of gloom fills the air.
Still no word from the FF, eh? Guess they never got the message.
Or else they can't be bothered to answer a bunch of kids like us. Hey, hold it, you guys. Clam up. I'm getting something. It's Mr. Fantastic.
Well, come on, Rick. Give. What does he say? Let us in on it.
We've just intercepted a message from you, Rick. It was broadcast on the wrong wavelength somehow.
Phooey! Every time there's something heavy to be lifted around here, old pretty boy gets a call on that blasted radio.
Ben Grimm, you know you get mic fright every time you have to use it.
We're wrapped up in another case now, son, but according to my calculations, your message should be picked up by some others who can help you. If you don't get help soon, radio back and let me know.
You kidding, Reed? Who else could ever do what we can do?
Then, as the contact is broken, as if in answer to the Human Torch's bantering question,
Looks like we struck out, Rick. The FF can't make it, huh? Wonder what he meant about someone else maybe helping us.
Just some buck passing, that's all.
Hey, guys, look!
Why so surprised? Didn't you send for me?
Wowee! It's Thor! Look, flying above us! It's Ant-Man and the Wasp!
It would seem as though the gang's all here, eh, lads?
Henry, did you see that gorgeous Thor? How can I ever make him notice me?
Stop acting like a lovesick female and slip behind this lens with me. I'll adjust it so it'll project our images on the wall. We heard that you needed help, boys. It certainly looks as though you're going to get it.
This is the coolest. First Thor, then Iron Man, and now Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's more than we dared hope for.
But back in Asgard,
Bah! This complicates things for me. I only want to find a way to lure Thor up here. I'm not interested in those others. Thor is at the window now. If I move quickly, I may still succeed. I'll create a mental image of the Hulk and make it run past Thor's field of vision.
I thought I saw. It is. It's the Hulk. No need for me to disturb the others. No matter how fast he can leap, I can always follow him. By hurling my mighty hammer and holding on to the unbreakable thong. Strange. He moves as though he hasn't seen me, as though he is unaware of anything. No, now he sees me. He is grasping that huge boulder. He intends to hurl it at me, but my hammer will stop him. Ugh! Huh? Impossible! It went right through him. Now he's fading away. It isn't the Hulk at all. Merely a mental image. Only Loki is capable of such wizardry. I should have suspected. He must be behind it. Loki, thou evil one. I know not what your plan is, but I have warned you never to meddle in Earth affairs. And now you dare defy me?
I have succeeded. He is returning to Asgard. But when he reaches the Isle of Silence, it is I who shall emerge the victor. For this time, I am ready for the coming of Thor.
but back on Earth, the wheel set in motion by villainous Loki cannot be stopped. The Hulk is still at large, and our amazing saga has barely begun.
Thor has disappeared, but don't worry, lad. I'm sure that Ant-Man and I will be able to find the Hulk and learn the truth.
If he really is on a rampage, look out! He's stronger than anyone even suspects. But if he's innocent, he must not be hurt. Understand?
Meanwhile, where is the Incredible Hulk? Hunted, hounded, bewildered, he has taken refuge with a traveling circus as he wonders what to do next.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen! Meccano, the most powerful, lifelike robot on Earth! He walks like a man, he moves like a man, but he's as strong as a dozen bulldozers! Meccano, the marvel of the age! Finding that robot was the greatest thing that ever happened to this show. We've been sold out every night.
Hard to believe he's only a robot. He sure looks real. But he couldn't be. Nobody could be strong enough to do what Meccano does.
Wow, look at him now.
They think I'm only a mechanical man. As long as they go on thinking it, I'm safe.
But unnoticed by the Hulk, one tiny ant watches his act, and then...
At last, one of my army of ants has seen an impossibly powerful performer in a local circus. It could be the Hulk. We'll go ahead and give the ants their orders. Iron Man will follow behind us.
Ugh, he's hideous. I wish he had gone instead of that dreamy Thor.
Don't you ever think of anything except quiet. There's the circus now. I've got to beam some instructions ahead to the ants.
Dig directly below the performer. Weaken the ground. Cause a cave-in, quickly.
Within minutes...
What? I'm trapped in this crevice. Can't be an accident. Someone must be wise to me. Don't know how they did it, but that's not important now. Can't stay here. Gotta get out!
Exerting his incredibly powerful muscles to full capacity, the maddened Hulk thrashes and pounds and batters and heaves until...
There's not a piece of ground anywhere that can hold the Hulk! I'm free! What's that flying past me? Just a couple of bugs? No, they look like people. I don't get this, but I don't like what I see. Gotta leave here. They're starting to close in.
I'll use the microphone to make him hear me. Maybe I can reason with him.
I sure wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley, or even a light one.
Wait! This is Ant-Man talking. I know who you are. I must speak to you. If you're innocent, I'll help you. I'm your friend.
Go away! I speak to no one! I have no friends!
If you won't stop, I'll make you stop. Release this steel cylinder, my tiny warriors.
You are a fool! Nothing can stop me!
Don't be too sure of that.
Meanwhile, the audience, thinking it is all part of the show, howls with unrestrained enthusiasm.
Best turn act I ever saw.
That big robot has the disposition of my brother-in-law.
How do they ever dream these things up?
So, you refuse to stop? You intend to keep hounding me, do you? All right, the masquerade's over. I don't care who knows who I am. Soon as I wipe this stupid makeup off, I'm gonna rip this place apart with my bare hands. What have I got to fear? Nothing can hurt the Hulk.
Then, as the startled, incredulous audience recoils in panic,
We've done it. We've brought him out into the open. Now every second counts. Lure him under the trapeze net. I'll do the rest.
Don't let me down, Henry. I wouldn't want him for a permanent playmate.
The insect woman again. Why do you buzz around me? You must be an enemy. I can feel it.
How can anyone so big move so fast? He's the most dreadful thing I've ever seen.
You think you could escape me because of your size? No one escapes the Hulk.
Oh! That bellows feels like a hurricane. Oh, can't breathe. Can't see. Out of control. Henry! Help!
No one can save you now.
suddenly, a massive golden figure breaks through the crowd of amazed spectators, and the shock of seeing Iron Man charging towards him makes the Hulk temporarily forget his tiny prisoner.
You're wrong. There is one who can save her.
Iron Man.
Through his transistor-powered built-in radio receiver, the Golden Warrior hears a terse report from nearby Ant-Man.
Perfect timing, Iron Man. Now quickly, make him run toward the center of the arena. I've prepared a trap for him. Let him try to escape by leaping through the top of the tent.
And as the Hulk executes one of his incredible leaps, crashing through the very top of the circus tent,
He hit the special nylon safety netting which my aunt spread over the top of the tent. Now, if it will only hold him long enough.
But can any mere nylon netting be strong enough to hold the rampaging, exploding human powerhouse that is the Hulk? With a mighty surge of brute force, he hurls himself upward, taking all the netting and the entire tent with him.
He's getting away!
Never have human eyes beheld such an awesome spectacle. Never has mortal man witnessed such a stupendous sight. Seconds later, having ripped off the entangled fabrics on the shaggy peaks nearby, the Hulk continues his frenzied fight with a lone pursuer.
There is no place on Earth where I cannot follow you.
Suddenly, the mighty fugitive drops to Earth as his golden pursuer, unable to stop in time, whizzes over him. Then, with the speed of a charging dreadnought, the Hulk leaps into the air again, behind the startled Iron Man. In a trice, the hunted has become the hunter, as a thunderous blow to his power pack damages Iron Man's propulsion battery.
No one can stop the Hulk!
Can't go after him until I repair my battery. Hulk, wait! I want to help you. Trust me. You can't remain a fugitive forever. Come back!
Bah! I don't trust anybody!
Meanwhile, what of the mighty Thor? At that moment, in the grand chamber of the Imperial Palace at Asgard.
Noble Odin, Lord of Gods, grant thy son permission to visit Loki on the Isle of Silence, that I may learn if he is responsible for some deviltry on Earth.
We grant thee permission, beloved Thor, but hark to these words. Though you be the son of my heart, Loki too is my son. I cannot interfere in what transpires between you.
I understand, Father.
And so, alone in the night, the mighty Thunder God sets out across the Sea of Mist, aware that the enemy he seeks is also a legendary god, and the most sinister and most dangerous of all.
Loki must know I am coming. He must have set many traps for me, but I dare not turn back, no matter what the risk.
And then, without any warning...
Tangle roots! Dreaded scourge of the swamps! Loki must have planted them here for unwary intruders. My only hope is my hammer. It must not fail me now.
Swinging his enchanted mallet faster than the most powerful Earth propeller, Thor cuts his way loose before the tangle roots can finish their dread work.
Made it, with seconds to spare.
But his ordeal is not over yet. Coming within sight of the isle, Thor sees the gigantic volcano erupt with the roar of 1,000 thunderclaps.
Ah, more of Loki's doing. Only he and I know the magic incantation to bring that flaming mountain to life. Just as I feared, it is spewing forth volcanic gas globules, capable of sapping the strength of any god, and then leaving him weak and helpless when they explode. I must dive below while there is still time. The isle is directly ahead. Luckily, my lungs are strong. If I can just hold my breath for another few minutes.
And on shore, a gloating figure surveys the now silent sea.
His craft is empty. He is nowhere to be seen. Have I defeated him so soon?
Then, as if in answer to Loki's words, a gigantic waterspout shoots into the air and...
No, evil brother. The battle has yet to begin. Have you forgotten my hammer is capable of creating waterspouts as well as punishing my foes?
With the speed of thought, Loki freezes the molecules in the air, creating an icy shield, just strong enough to deflect Thor's hammer.
Ha! I am too fast for you!
You were expecting me, Loki. That means you have committed some foul deed, knowing I would come to avenge it. And avenge it I shall! Nothing can save you from me now, Prince of Evil.
Stop, accursed brother. Do you remember the name of this isle, and the ones for whom it was named? The Silent Ones who live below, the natural enemies of the gods, the trolls. You have been away from Asgard so long that you might have forgotten, Thor. Here we are all immortals. We are all super powerful, and nothing that lives in Asgard or on Earth can break the grip of a troll. It is from them that the Earth legend of the Old Man in the Sea was born. This is the trap I planned for you, Thor. I promised the trolls that if they obeyed me, I would deliver the mightiest of the gods to them. Now they'll drag you below, where you shall slave in their minds forever.
Not yet, Evil One. Not while I have one hand free and can still pound my enchanted mallet on the ground. Remember, I am still God of the thunder and the blazing lightning. Lightning so bright that the sensitive eyes of a troll, used to dwelling in semi-darkness, cannot bear it. And now that he has fled back to the Stygian depths from whence he came, it is time for you to taste the awesome vengeance of Thor!
Stop, Thunder God. You have not defeated Loki yet.
I swing my hammer right through you.
Not through me, fool. Through a mental image of me. Remember, Loki can match you, trick for trick, and then some.
It will take more than mere tricks to save you from me now, Loki. Although I cannot tell which figure is the real Loki, my hammer will solve that problem for me. I need only twirl it at the speed of a giant propeller to blow all of your figures back to the edge of the cliff, where the real Loki is certain to reveal himself by breaking his fall, as you are now doing.
Blast you, Thor! You still won't get me. I'll let myself plunge over the cliff before you can seize me.
That will be easier said than done, God of Evil. Note how I rub my enchanted hammer along the ground, soaking up the strong flow of magnetic currents that give life to the trolls below.
I know what you're trying to do, but I'll jump first. No! No!
Too late, Loki. I have you now, and you have much to atone for.
Wait! Stop! Where are you taking me? What are you going to do?
With noble Odin's permission, I shall bring you to Earth. There you will find others who are waiting for you. Others almost as powerful as I.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, the Incredible Hulk executes another of his awesome leaps in his effort to escape from Iron Man.
Captain, do you see what I see?
It's the Hulk, making one of his prodigious leaps.
Seconds later, an urgent radio message is heard aboard the same jetliner.
Attention Flight 738, this is Iron Man. Have you seen the Hulk? Repeat, have you seen the Hulk?
Suffering cats!
He just whizzed past us. Looked like he was heading toward Detroit. Much obliged, Captain.
Even though I see it, I don't believe it.
Finally on the ground again, inside a huge auto factory.
Iron Man's still after me. Can't lose him.
Attention, clear out, all of you. The Hulk must be stopped. Take cover.
It's Iron Man. Boy, he doesn't have to tell me twice.
You're wasting your time, Iron Man. These puny things can't hurt the Hulk. But now I'm sick of running. Now it's my turn to attack.
Help! Somebody stop him! He's gonna tear this place apart!
Come closer, Iron Man. Closer. Now!
Oh! Staggered by the impact, which would have stopped anything of mere flesh, Iron Man soon regains his balance, and then...
All right, Hulk. I tried to reason with you, but no. I'll play it your way. First, I'll reshape the shaft into a steel grapple. And then I'll use the powers of my transistors to hurl it with pinpoint accuracy. Ha! Bullseye!
You think this can trap me?
I never expected that. He pushed himself back right through the wall.
Got to get out! Need room to move, room to fight!
Hulk, I want to help you, but maybe the police are right. Maybe you are a menace. You're too dangerous to run around loose.
That's it. Come closer. Just a little closer. Once I get my arms around you, even that iron suit won't help you. I'm through being hounded.
But suddenly, like a thunderbolt from above...
Stop! You two have no reason to fight.
It's Thor!
Who's he holding with his hammer?
This is Loki, my archenemy. It was he who planned the train wreck, in order to make me appear so that he could trap me.
It would seem that he trapped himself.
Loki, huh? You got me into this jam. Let me have him, Thor.
Back! Back, you human dolt! No mortal may lay a hand on Loki! I have powers you never dreamed of!
Hey, that glow! What's happening to him?
Oh, he's made himself radioactive!
I'll give you 10 seconds to leave, taking Iron Man with you. Then Thor and I will resume our battle. If you remain, you are doomed.
But even as Loki speaks, a horde of ants swarm over a nearby switch, as though obeying some silent commands. And then, a trapdoor snaps open beneath the unprepared Loki.
What? I'm falling!
Ant-Man, you did it!
Yes, Wasp. It all depended on Loki carelessly standing in the right place, and he did. That's it, my little allies. Seal the chamber door tightly. Even Loki can't escape from a lead-lined tank.
He landed down here.
This is where the trucks that carry radioactive wastes from atomic tests dump their loads for eventual disposal in the ocean.
Rest easy, Thor. My ants have locked Loki inside the impregnable tank with the rest of the junk.
Loki cannot remain radioactive for more than another few minutes, after which I shall open the tank and return him to where he belongs.
Wait! Before we separate, the Wasp and I have something to say. Each of us has a different power. If we combine forces, we could be almost unbeatable.
Work as a team? Why not? I'm for it.
There is much good we might do.
I'm sick of being hunted and hounded. I'd rather be with you than against you. So whether you like it or not, I'm joining the... Hey, what are you calling yourselves?
That's right, we need a name.
It should be something colorful and dramatic, like the Avengers, or...
Or nothing, that's it, the Avengers!
We'll fight together or separately if need be.
I pity the guy who tries to beat us.
We'll never be beaten, for we are the Avengers!
And thus is born one of the greatest superhero teams of all time. Powerful, unpredictable. Brought together by a strange quirk of fate, the Avengers are on the march, and a new dimension is added to the Marvel galaxy of stars.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cut.
Dad, why do we have rules?